Hello, Tracy. Tracy has been here for a little bit. And ABD. Stina was third one in. D. Yummy Elmo is hanging out in the scrap basket. And howdy, sunflowers. We can barely hear you. Well, it's sorted now, so that's all good. It's all good. And Spoon is saying music too loud. Yeah, fixed, but yeah, the music might be a bit of a different thing. Awesome, though. Rita is here. And Elaine is here. So why are we here? This is why we're here. This is why we're here. How have you been today? Yeah, Eurovision, my thing. That's what I've been doing. I'm all good now. Awesome. I was like, I'm going to be late because I was not prepared because I didn't give myself enough time between the Eurovision ending and me popping in here. So, yeah. Changing of clothing and stuff had to be sorted because, yes. I got pink bubbly, but it's not the same pink bubbly that you usually see. This is much lighter. This is, it's like a candy. It's like a jelly raspberry candy flavor, which is really weird. Rita might know if I say chili halong. But yeah, candy flavored soda isn't my thing, but I had to try it. Noah is watching from Walmart. Well, awesome. Thank you for hanging out in Walmart. Anything goes in Walmart, so why not having me hanging out with you? It's not the biggest one, but it's a decent size. Let's see, can we do it? Like this. So I have ordered stuff that is for a commission project that Hobbii released some new yarns. Always free shipping. Tina, always free shipping. I don't go without free shipping. No. That I would never. Hello, May. I'm peeking. I don't even remember all the stuff in here. The first thing I see is something that I forgot that I put in the cart. I love that, right? Don't you just love it when you get something that you forgot you ordered? I think there's a couple of other things in here that I'm like, I wasn't sure if I got it or not. But you might see that this is similar to something else that I have. I don't remember what I ordered the other day. No. Order was placed Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I don't remember. The thing was, I was putting stuff in the cart and then I took it out and I put some other stuff in the cart and I keep doing that. And then it's like whatever ends up in there. I am so curious about this. We got the Hobbii tea time. And I am pretty darn sure that it's the same as the cookie with a Hobbii logo on it. But to be totally sure, I had to have one so I can compare them. So I got one. Because why not? It's not the same colors, but very similar. And it just looks the same. Everything just looks the same on the label. Everything is just telling me that it's probably the same yarn. It feels the same. 99% sure feeling. Yeah, no, like I'm pretty sure this is just cookie with a Hobbii label on it. So, oh, and this is also something I forgot I got. This was I am a Hobbii Plus member, and as a Hobbii Plus member, you get like the deal of the day, and that's usually a good deal. But this is a yarn that I've had before, and I have talked about running low on it. So I got myself some more Honey Bunny in white. And this is the shine one. That's what I had also before. I didn't really care about if it's shine or not. I needed a white, and it was discount price. So yeah, some more white fluffy yarns because I wanted to make more eggs, and I still have yellow, but I ran out of the white. So the reason for this order being placed is this Twister solids. And it's not just like a few of them. Let's see, how many did we get? We got 5. Tank is here. We got 5 of the Twister solids in color 127. We can revisit them. We can talk colors in a bit. Candy. And then we should have some more Twister solids in a white and like an ice blue. I think they called it iceberg. And this is like was it seal blue? So yeah, this is going to be coming together to become something. So we got 5 of the dark ones, and then we got the other ones. I got gift, but I also got this. This is gonna be a tricky one. You're not gonna be able to figure out what I'm gonna do. We got darning needles, free gift, Hobbii Plus member, but I got embroidery thread in red and white. Teeny tiny embroidery stuff is needed. So I have that also for the project. And then I'll get the last thing that's for the project. I think it's down here. You guys are going to be like, what is she going to do? I got some Go Handmade Glitter Deluxe. It's a cone, and it's like a teeny tiny thin sparkle thread. So we got silver sparkle, we got embroidery floss, and then we got 3 colors of, this is my commission piece. Any guesses of what I'm gonna make? I have someone else that has made it, and it took them 15 days to make it. So I want to challenge myself. Can I make it faster than 15 days? That is going to be my challenge. But for sure, it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. What else did I get? I've had this before. I just needed a new one. I needed a Sultan, just a cake in some pretty pastel Pride Rainbow colors. Spoon, you might recognize the colorway. You might recognize the colorway. What else did I get? So they released 2 new yarns. Hobbii released 2 new yarns. I had to get them. I had to get my hands on them. We have seashell and olivin. So I had to try these. So I'm just gonna like get everything out, and then we can look at everything, like geek out and look what that is, because I also have some acacia. And I have not had acacia before. I just want this bag out of my lap. Okay. I haven't had acacia before, but Stina gifted me some yarn from Ice Yarns, and I made a dress for Mini-Me, and that dress was a pattern that was the acacia pattern. So I'm kind of feeling like the yarn might be very similar, because it's similar in all the specs was really similar. But I got the acacia prints. It's kind of fun, these ones. They have, I don't know which is the new label or the old label, because I got 2 label versions. We have the same label on those 2, and this, I think this is an old label. So this might be like an old stock. And then we have these look like they fit with the rest of the Hobbii label things right now. Hello, Robert. You got some shiny pink sandals to go with your dress you're wearing on Mother's Day. Nice. So where are we starting? We can just look at the acacias because the acacias are really pretty and I'm really liking how they feel. So we got 51% acrylic, 49% cotton, light 3, recommended hook size 5mm. I'm gonna probably use smaller hook than that, but then again, loose hooker here. You can wash it, lay flat to dry. Color number 7 is this green color. We got some greens, really pretty shades of green. There's some foresty greens and some more olivey greens. I see some almost minty hues in there. It's really pretty. And we got color number 6, which has a lot more colors in it. We got some browns and some greens and some grays, blues. So the reason I got these is because I want to know how much it would take to make a sunbunny of these, because these are bigger than, you know, the 8/4 cottons. There's more yarn, more yardage in these. So I wanted to make a sunbunny or 2. And then I got one that has color number 1, and it's like black and white with a little bit of a brownish cream type of vibe. It's not like total black and white, but it kind of looks green there. It's not green. It's just black and gray and like creamish, almost like, yeah. I don't know why it looks green. I don't see the green. Yeah, it doesn't. It's gray. But yeah, so I got these 3 acacia prints. They were on sale. The Sultan Cake, Sultan Cotton Kings, 100% cotton, 200 grams, 7 ounces, 800 meters, 874 yards. 2 weight, fine, 3.5 to 4mm crochet hook, color number 29. And this is like a pastel-y pride colorway. So definitely works good for those pride garments and whatnot, shawls or something. Hello, Kivia. Robert's got a lot of yarn from Red Hearts. That's cool. I've never had any yarns from Ice Yarns or from Red Hearts because they don't have them here. Lurking and knitting pattern. Melanie's Crochet Dolls, Sailor Raid. Well, hello there. Welcome in. Perhaps I should. Let's do this for now. And we do that in case there is some new people coming over so they can chat straight away. Because I can do that. Okay, so the new yarns. Seashell. Seashell has a little cute seashell. I got it in a cute beige color. Dazzling Crochet Trinkets. Hello, Sandy. Welcome in. I don't recognize you. Welcome to my house. I just got some Hobbii yarns because I love Hobbii yarns. And that's my go-to yarn store because it's the cheap yarns in my side of the world. Seashell is 40% cotton, 35% viscose, 25% linen. It's a 2 weight, 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 150 meters, 164 yards. Recommended hook size 4.5mm. Hand wash. No tumble dry, no nothing. This is a hand wash yarn. But yeah, it's got the linen and it's got viscose, and I am really curious about how this is going to turn out. So I had to get it. It's really soft. Like linen is kind of like a scratchy type of fiber, but this, yeah, I'm not feeling scratchiness. And it has a slight sheen to it. It has a bit of a interesting twist to the yarn itself. You just came over from Ola Joe's. Awesome. Do we see that? That it has a little bit of a, it's a twisted, but there's something in here that there's like some, is it one strand that is alone and two strands that is strands all applied together? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but it's very interesting. Hello, Zoila. Welcome in. Thanks for the feedback on the seashells. You have a skein on the way for curiosity. Yes, I got really curious. Hello, VJ. Sailor Aid keeps coming. Awesome. Definitely garment worthy. It's not the softest, but it's not scratchy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. It's one strand that makes it look a little bit different. But this is definitely very interesting. So I also got the other new yarn that also is a linen blend, but this is a 50-50 cotton and linen blend. Also, 2 weight, 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 125 meters, 136 yards, 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. You can wash cold, lay flat to dry. This is color number 17, and here we have color number 3. Butterroll Boutique, welcome in. How are you doing? It's been a while since I saw you. Okay, so this one is a little bit, this is shiny. Hello, Rosie Posey. This is a shinier. I think that's the viscose. It's also a little bit smoother. This one is a little bit scratchier. Definitely still like clothes worthy. It's nothing wrong with it at all for that. It's just not the softest thing I've ever felt. But linen, I do expect it to be a little bit less soft. So this is some shades of green. And I only got one of each of these because I was like, maybe I can make, a new table runner or something. Or I add them to the point store yarns that I have a few of for my whatever mystery type of garment that's going to turn out to become, because why not? Those are shades of green. I have a pinkish or like a wine color. So maybe I'll add that to that collection of things to make a like really fun top of some sort. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on these. Yeah, definitely if I'd go for either of these for like clothes, this one is definitely the seashell. Olivin or Livin. I don't know, maybe it works up good and might look really good, like if you wash it, it might get softer. But this one is hand wash though. Seashells is hand wash. So if you don't like hand washing, maybe you shouldn't try this. Yeah. Tea time. I'm so sure that it's the same as the cookies. Okay, we're throwing yarn on the ground floor. But look at it. Can you tell the difference between these 2 yarns? Can you really tell the difference? These cakes looks like they just belong together. I think maybe the colorway I picked was a little bit, well, let's take this one, because I think there was some lighter, darker spots in here that might be a little bit different than the other one. So let's just compare them side by side with a more similar colorway or like lighter shades of colors. Like, for real. Isn't this it? Everything is telling me it's the same yarn. So I had to get one. The measurements are the same. 200 grams, 600 meters, 580 meters. So there's like a slight difference. Like 20-meter difference. That is nothing. Pretty much the same recommendations with hook size, washing instructions. Both made in India, 100% acrylic. Yeah. Hello, Michelle. It's not a new place, not yet. I'm still in the same place. I haven't moved yet. I'm moving in July. But we have rearranged things. So what you're seeing now is what I usually was looking at. I was looking at those windows, and I was facing with my back against this wall where my desk now is. And the bookshelf is just moved to where there used to be another desk. So no moving just yet. Yeah. Sandy, you got to be close to me then. If it's almost midnight, it's 6 minutes to midnight. Where are you at? I am in Sweden. Hello, Chris K. My world of crochet is in the Netherlands. So there's a few people on this side of the world. Well, Europe for sure. Let's get you back up there. And maybe I can stack them like this. You're in Serbia. That is cool. I have not had anyone from Serbia come in over here before. That is awesome. Hobbii candy, I don't like them. They end up in a drawer. Darning needles and stuff also going in that drawer because yes. We did talk about the Acacia. We did talk about the new yarns. Nothing special about the Honey Bunny Shine. Just that I needed some new whites to make some more eggs. And also Rita's in Norway. I don't know. Do we have anyone in the UK today? Not that I have. Sometimes I just can't keep up with where people are from. Spoon is in Japan. Spoon was lurking earlier. Probably still lurking. Spoon is far, far away on the other side of the world. So back to the commission piece that I will be starting. Not yet. We have open house because this place is out on the market, and we have open house on Sunday. And then I have my regular live stream on Sunday evening. So we will be talking about how that turned out. If anything new is happening on that front. But until then, there's still a lot of cleaning, sorting, fixing, making sure this place look decent. Hello, Ola Joe, Sailor Raid, planting trees and listening. Spoon, awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone from the UK either. Thank you, Rita, for keeping an eye on that. But since there is going to be a little bit of a challenge, someone else made it, and they made it in 15 days. I want to have, a quiet period where I can do that and not have to think too much, because I want to be able to enjoy this make. And also I want to beat that person's time. Oh, they changed the labels on the Twister Solids too. Okay, so this is the Twister Solid label that we might have seen a lot of in the past. But now we have a new label. Twister Solid is getting new labels also. Good to know. Nice thing that they're spicing things up. Because, yeah, this is the old label of the Acacia and has the print thing. And just like the Twister has the solid. And then we had the new labels on the Acacia print, which I think is really cute. I do like their new graphic design thing. Like the Honey Bunny also has these simple logo things. I wonder if they're going to spice up the like Halloween ones or the Christmas ones for next year, or well, later this year. So what do we have? We have, as I said, we have 5 of these. I know I'm not going to need all of that, but I'd rather have more and not need it than to not have enough. 127 is the color of this Twister solid. Then we have color number 101 and color number 129. And we have embroidery thread or yarn floss in white. I don't know if it has, do they have a number on this? Is that the number? We have, it says 100 on this one, and it says 229 on the red one. So I'm guessing that could be the number. But it's just cotton made in Brazil. I think that's the first time I have something from made in Brazil. Like, yeah. So we got red and white. And then the sparkly silver. Hello, Steve, my number 1 lurker. So we have this ice blue, is it called? So it's not the silver one. We have ice blue, which I think is going to work perfectly. I don't know if I'd rather have the silver because it's going to be going with these 2 colors mainly. Hello, Bud Files. Nice to see you. Easier for the people that doesn't read English with the new graphics. So this is going to turn into a big monster. I'm going to make a big monster. I'm going to make Godzilla. We're having a Godzilla happening in my house. Stina almost got you to buy Stanley cakes. If I had moved, you could have sent it to me. Well, you could still send it to me. Trust me, I'll take care of it. Doesn't matter if I've moved or not. Yeah, how big is big? I don't know yet. Because I think the yarn I'm using is slightly thinner than the original one. And I haven't tested gauge. There's actually a couple of patterns that I will be combining. So there's no one pattern I'll be following. But there's... I am... If I... Let's where's my measuring tape? I don't know exactly where it's measured from, though. If it's from like the feet to the head or if it's from head to tail. But so it will be, if I stack all these yarns on top of each other, it might not be enough. We might have something like this. Maybe, possibly. Hello, Jetton. These are small cakes. These are just solid cakes. But we're talking about something in this size. Probably. Most likely. Something like that. It's going to be like really big. It's probably going to be bigger than I'm expecting because it's hard to tell from pictures. But it's definitely going to be probably like, I guess the length of a newborn baby. Pretty much. We're making a Godzilla. That's going to be the size of a human baby. And can I make it in 15 days or less? That is my challenge. that is what we're going to be testing. So this is body. And then I have some for claws and stuff already. And this is icy, like the on the back thing, but also like sparkly details to that. And then I have for mouth and teeth. How much stuffing will I need? Well, let's, no, we can't see it. I still have some left in this stuffing bag. It's not a lot at all. But I have a whole nother bag. I have a whole nother bag. But I have been in this bag for quite some time. It's 35 ounces, 2.2 pounds, 1,000 grams. So I've been using this for all my bunnies lately. And all the other makes also. The eyes are going to be determined later when I see how big it turns out. And I'll see what eyes I can find that will look good. But I will need to make a head and measure before I feel like I can decide that. I don't think I have eyes big enough for it. And I have seen people doing like felted eyes. I have seen people buying eyes for it. I don't know what we're going to turn out to be using. But I am pretty sure I have enough stuffing. And I'm pretty sure I have everything but eyes at this point. But I will not start until like next week, after all the mayhem of open houses and cleaning. First thing tomorrow morning, we're going to go and pick up like a little truck, I guess, like a smaller version of a U-Haul, whatever, little truck. Because we've been cleaning out in the garage. We don't have like a big car or the ability to like pull something with the cars. We don't have the hook on the back, so we can't pull with the car. And all the stuff that we've been, from the renovation here, we have nothing. Like everything is just like been pushed up into the garage, so it's full of like just old stuff that we don't need. So we're gonna be just getting all of that out so that we can move some stuff temporarily out of the apartment into the garage. Just, well, we don't want it look like this when there's people coming for the open house. And it was easy to hide stuff when the photographer was here because we had the bathrooms all cleaned out. There was nothing in there. He could take the pictures and then we can move stuff into there so that it wasn't like all over the place. So it didn't look as cluttered. But yeah, it's going to take probably a few hours. We have everything sorted today. We sorted everything out. So we only have to like pretty much get the van, fill it up, go to the dump, get rid of it. And then continue like sorting here and moving stuff up to the garage for a bit. So I will just be crocheting smaller things. Probably. I have, from what we did, we did this Sunday. We started with the colors. This is a new bunny in the making, but we wanted to test out the colors. This is what the skein looks like. So this is going to turn into a bunny. But I have used the other skein to make all the pieces. So I have a fully, I have all the pieces of the other bunny. So we have tail, and then we have 2 arms. Well, these are the feet. And then we have 2 ears, and then we have arms already attached to the body. And this is what the body looks like because I needed to make the body. I wanted to see how the colors would look. So it's looking something like this. We get some pooling, but not very, yeah. It's not as, like, there's no really big chunks of pulling. And then we got the face. We got a face, and we got blue eyes on this one because this is for the kid with, or a kid with blue eyes. So the bunny also gets blue eyes. So this is how my bunny faces look. And I do squish them together, and I add a couple of stitches in between so that we get a narrower face, because I like that. So I do kind of shape with how I put the stuffing. I do try to put some stuffing up like in this narrow space here, and then down there, but not too much on the sides. So I get a little bit of a different face shape than I've seen other bunnies look like. But that's what we got going. We got assembly. I only need to sew this together, and that's what I've done today. I have, well, a bunch more body parts to make out of the pink one, but at least we got the other one pretty much finished. So that is what I've done since Sunday. I have done bunny parts, and one of these is going to turn into a bunny. I don't know which one yet. I'm thinking this is going to be a bunny because I think these are looking good for something else, that I could use these two together, and they're like a little bit more simple in colors. This one has a lot of things going, so I think this is going to be a fun bunny. I could make something with all of this together, but I want to make a bunny with this yarn. So yeah, this is more yarn than I expect to be needing for a bunny, even though it's a thicker yarn, but it's also a lot more yarn. It's kind of densely packaged. Yeah. All these yarns just like smell clean. I like it. I have no idea where I put the, no, I do. Oh, and I can do that because you can still hear me. I shouldn't have any audio issues now. But here are the yarns that I have. That is from the point store that I am thinking of. Okay. Can we get the yarns to stick on my fingers? Can we do that? Like so. And then maybe we add this into it and make like a really fun top of all these mishmashy yarns, point store yarns. Or should I just go with the point store yarns that I had intended in the first place? I was like, I'm making something with this. I kind of feel like these go well in here. I kind of feel like this is a good combination. The bluish color and the beigey color, they're not like fighting. And another green with the greens also works. I have no idea what the top is going to look like, but it's a fun, like, testing the yarns out thing. And for sure, I need more of this morning salutation, this one. That is probably what I'm going to use all my points in the point store for, unless I need more of the like honey bunny candy. That's in points, and also the mini 8 cottons. I could use that. That is like my go-to stuff in the point store, but definitely this one. Yeah, this is, they get to hang out there right now. Bunny down. Okay. So who is all looking forward to seeing if I can make a Godzilla in 15 days or less? I don't even know where to put all this yarn. It's a lot of yarn. I think I'm going to need 3.5 maybe of these, but I'd rather have an extra. And also I have a bunch of these twister solids anyway, so I can mix and match them for something else later. I've hidden all of them, like in the boxes over there, probably. You're looking forward to it. Yeah, like, I hope it's going to be awesome. I hope it's going to be awesome. But yeah, there's a couple of patterns that I'm mixing and matching because I like the texture of one and the like scale. Like, are there scales or would you call it something else? Like the on the back, the back ridge, because that is going to be like icy and sparkly. That's what we're going for here. Because I've seen some with like pink flame-ish things on the back. I've looked at a bunch of reference pictures. But yeah, this color was picked by the person who ordered it from me. So we did a little bit back and forth, like what colors are we going for? And this like steely blue color was the favorite. And I think it's going to look awesome with like the frosty ice spikes on the back. Yeah. And continuing with sparkle, like we have the frosties and now we keep doing sparkles. Sparkles in my life. There's always sparkles here. We're just, yeah. And also this one has sparkles or like shine. You can see it slightly. It does show so much better on the darker Honey Bunny shines, but there is small shiny flecks going throughout the lighters also. It's just harder to see them, but I do believe you might be able to see them because I see them. Yeah. So a bunch of yarns hanging out over there and over there and over there. I need my music and I look weird without my headset. I'm sorry. So something else, you guys, I mentioned Sunday that I heard about the flooding in Texas. And we didn't have anyone that we knew of that was affected, but we do know someone that is affected with the floodings in Texas. Katrine, in Texas, Katrine, I can only say her name in like Swedish pronunciation. So, Karlsdottir. She's in Texas. She got evacuated. Her house got like, I think she said, I have emailed a little bit back and forth with her, and I'm not going to share everything, but she has told me a little bit about what's going on over there. She's here about 3.5 foot of water in the house. And she managed to get all pets and all humans, like everyone is fine. There's no one there that has been missing or anything. When they did come back to the house, they found a viper, a snake, crawled up behind their microwave in the kitchen. So they apparently gained another house guest. Due to these floods, the snake had found refuge behind their microwave. And she managed to get some yarn with her, like project bag and some other yarns with her when they were evacuating. And they had a little cute, like there was another crocheter there, and she started crying because Katrine was like, here, I have yarn, I have hooks. She managed to get a couple of hook sets. So they had a little like impromptu crochet class in the shelter, and just having a little bit of a like relaxing time under the circumstances. I'm happy she managed to get some yarn. There is some yarn that has been damaged. She has some yarns that was high up and that should be fine. So it's not a total loss. And she sees this as a good, like, new house renovation. So it's not totally chaotic and crazy. And it sounds like she's in good spirit. But I am really happy that all of them are safe. I'm not happy about her yarn because we all would be sad if we'd have losses like this. Not just like they had issues with their car not too long ago. Their car was like, no, it's not. They need to sort that out. And now like the house flooded and they will have to like get rid of a lot of things and get a lot of things new. But by the sound of it, they are having a quite okay time. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? Nice to see you. And apparently Katrine has a lot of camping gear, which has been handy now because that was all nice and safe. So they've been having a little bit of a camp out in the house with all of the survival stuff. So sometimes it's good to be a prepper as long as you keep it, in a space where it's good enough to not get flooded. And you don't really know about how much water that's going to be, because some houses got like water up to the roof. Have we heard anything about the woodworking guys? There's a bunch of them around that area, or a few of them. I don't know who is where, but I haven't heard anything about any one of them being in the affected. But yeah, she has been sending these really, really long messages, and I'm not gonna there's a lot of good reading. I am not that good of a writer. She could definitely write a book with her skills. So props to her. And most likely she's gonna watch this as a replay because that's what she did with the Sunday live, and she had to fight over the power sockets in the shelter, so she couldn't hang out with us at the time. But I let her know that we're going to be hanging out here, and if she needs a break, she can always go and watch the replay. Yeah, prayers for everyone affected, for sure. So this is the soda, and this is the candy. They're like little jelly candy topped with sugar, and they're supposed to look like raspberries. And it's jelly raspberry soda. Yeah, that's what I'm having today. Not any fancy at all. Stina's going to go and crawl down into the bed. Yes, you do that. You go get comfy. I'm sitting here and eyeing this yarn. Should we make a leg or an ear or something? Should we start another bunny? I want to swatch this yarn. Are we in the mood for swatching this one? Or should we make a totally different thing? Is it going to become a bunny? Now, I wanted to make a bunny just to see if it's how much yarn it takes. Do we have a... I'm not finding a center pull tab. This might be a start a tail. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can do this without a big yarn barf. Hello, Mary King. Good to see you. What do we have here? Let's... Okay, we're going to have a yarn barf. I'm just going to... Oh, there. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But maybe if you want to send some care packages to Katrine, reach out to her, because I bet she's going to be appreciating anyone thinking about her with the loss of a big portion of her yarn. We have, there we go. Okay, so what hook size are we going for? They want 3.5. I might think 2.5. Is that what we have here? Is it similar or is it thicker? No, it's pretty damn similar. Yes, yes, we're going for this. How about we do this? Let's get you guys a good angle. Yes. We go down to hanging out there, and we get to see what we're doing. Oh, and the flashy lights. We can have some yarn over here. Is that gonna make a difference? Is the question. I don't know. Is this good or bad? Is it helping? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. This one looks so blown out by the lights. This definitely has a different feel since it's an acrylic cotton blend. So it's definitely not feeling like the cotton yarns. Hello, Dutchman's Woodchuck. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Two, 4, 6. I could count. Awesome. I do believe Katrine has some patterns up on Ravelry, but that is, as far as I could tell, just knit patterns. So that is one way of showing support. If you're a knitter, you might go and check out her patterns. She doesn't have anything on her YouTube channel, though. Perhaps if Tank, do you know if you could find her channel and drop it in the chat? I don't have the fast skills that my awesome mods has when it comes to dropping links. But who knows, if we get her some support over there, maybe she's going to start making some YouTube content whenever she's finished with the renovation of her place. Or who knows, maybe renovating her place could become something on the YouTubes. Uh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And another increase. There we go. The weather in Brownsville. Oh, that sounds nice and warm. Can I come hanging out over there? That type of temperature? I'd love to hang out. We haven't had that warm weather here yet. It's going to take probably some time before we get that. Let's... I'm welcome at your place anytime. Thank you. Thank you. Nice and warm weather and good company is always nice. I should have just used my little handy dandy string as a stitch marker, and I didn't. So now I have to sit and count my stitches over and over again. And now we have it. Okay. Did we say a tail? The tail is going to be pretty much just brown and blue. These color changes are definitely not as short as the other yarn that we've been using. Those like little pops of color is so much shorter. These are more of a long transition, even though it's very like all over the place. Definitely longer sections. Katrine Karlsdottir. I don't know her. How you would pronounce it. I only see it as the Icelandic last name that it stems from. Thank you, Tank. Yeah, that what Rita typed out. Thank you. Okay, so far we have this. We have the beigey and a little bit of blue. So should I make it into a tail or an ear? Because this could still, like, this could be either or. Ear or tail. But I see a lot of blues before I see any green. So I think maybe the since I'm using the same hook size and this is really similar to the 8/4 cotton that I've been using, I should be able to make 2 bunnies out of one of these. Because this is like double the amount. Pretty much, I think. Almost. Well, this is a little thicker, or I don't know. Like we have 50 grams of this and we got 100 grams of this. And they look like they're the same thickness of the strands holding them next to each other. But here we got 160 meters, 174 yards. And here we got 250 meters, 273 yards. I guess it's like, this is solid cotton and this is cotton acrylic blend. That must be why the they are different. Like, I guess, is cotton heavier than acrylic or the other way around? I don't know. It feels like cotton is more dense in a way. And they had a couple of really pretty colors in this. I had a hard time picking. I don't know why I went with these earthy tones. We went with earthy stuff today. Or, well, this time. Didn't really think too much of it. Yes, that's the, yeah. Hello, Mr. Broccoli. Cotton is usually heavier than acrylic. I figured anyone that, yeah, the link dropping people are so much faster than I am to find it. Thank you. I think Tank might need to refresh. Perhaps, maybe. But it's all good. We got light blue. So it's not just brown and dark blue. We got light blue. But we didn't, you guys, did we decide? Is it an ear or is it a tail? You have a little teeny tiny bit of time to figure out, is it an ear or is it a tail? Rita said tail, but you guys, you know how it works here. You get to pick what I'm making. I'm not changing that. Thank you. Yeah, go show Katrine some support and love and stuff. I can't even imagine having like flood water coming into the house and just destroying stuff. You can't say it's up to me. You guys know how it works here. You get to help me decide. Yeah, she has more on her Ravelry thing. I don't know if she has any, like, yeah, I don't know. That's the one I have also. Maybe she has another one. I don't know. I've only seen her on panels, as far as I know. But I might be missing something. Don't know. I'll ask her later and see what she says. Okay, we're making a tail. So a little bit more. And then decreasing. Because now we have two people saying tail. Rita and Chris said tail. So tail it is. And if anyone disagrees, say it now. First place you lived alone, you had heavy rain and you got to stay in a hotel for 3 months. Ew. Yeah, no. Don't like that at all. Heavy rain and things just. There was an area here in town that kind of got a little bit flooded not too long ago. But also, like, in this case, I feel like it was like a really stupid place to build apartments. I don't know what they were thinking, because it used to be oh, what could that word be? There's got to be a good word for it. It's not a swamp. It's less water than a swamp, but it's like a lot of moss and a lot of like just wet, swampy-esque kind of area. Here we just call them mosse. It's just like marshlands, maybe. Yeah. When you say that, I think about like Lord of the Rings, when they're trying to get to the swamp, through the swamp to get into Mordor. It's less water than that, but they were like working on like some lumps of grass, and it's similar, but just less water in between type of thing. Bog, yes, that That also sounds like a word that would fit what I'm trying to get to. Yeah, and they decide to build a house or like build apartment houses on top of that. Why is that you know, why is that a thing? It doesn't make sense. Why would they do that? And then be surprised when they have issues with water not draining properly away from there with a lot of rain and stuff. It's just like you built it in a place where you probably shouldn't have built it. There might have been a little small lake there even, because they call it like the Vickers fishing waters. But then again, no one really knows if it was actually that the vicar was out there fishing for fishies or if he was there fishing for women, because apparently that vicar was quite a ladies' man. So that's a fun side story that the area is called that, the Vicar's fishing water. Okay, now we're at the point where this tail needs to be stuffed, but we have, so far, we got the brown, and then we got a darker blue, and then we got the lighter blue. But now we also have a gray. I don't know if it's able to pick up the colors, but there is some gray. These last stitches is a gray. Get me stuffed in. I don't know if that's enough. Just get some up here. Where's my tweezer? I threw all the stuff down on the floor because I wanted to have space for all the yarn. So now I just don't have my stuff here. I was thinking there was something else I wanted to talk about today, but I can't remember what it was I wanted to talk about. I got a little bit sidetracked, I guess, with my little audio issue in the beginning. Maybe, perhaps, possibly. Go in there. So which of these are your favorite colors? Yeah, the black and white one doesn't really look black and white on the screen. Why is all the colors looking so washed out today? The light looked good the other day. And I haven't really changed anything. Well, I guess that's the only difference. Maybe, possibly. But these labels just like looks less, I don't know. They're just very shiny, I guess. And the light is playing on them. Playing tricks. Florida Everglades, isn't that kind of like more watered though? I've seen people out there in like boats with big propellers behind them out gator hunting and stuff. And that's more water. Okay. I think that's good stuffing. Yeah. Please stay. Let's. How many stitches do we have left? Okay, yep. Double checking what I'm doing. And I want to avoid getting the stuffing out like I was complaining about the other day. The stuffing is a pet peeve of mine. When the stuffing gets caught on the crochet hook and follows back through the stitches. Gator country. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to worry about gators here. We don't have anything like that over here. Okay. All the pythons that have taken over. Have they taken over the swamps? Yeah, those air boots are cool. Would they be considered hovers? Since they don't have like they have all the stuff behind them, but they hover? It's not like the ones we have a couple of I guess they call them hovers / amphibious something, but they're like a big balloon that blows up underneath instead. So they can go like both on land and water. But they're like, yeah, they have like a skirt underneath the vehicle, and it's really like it blows up like a big balloon. They are fast. Hello, Suzanne. How are you doing? Good to see you. In places in the U.S. that are areas of wetlands, they're state / federally protected. Did not know that. But I guess there's a lot of species that only lives there. So like a nature reserve type of thing. Okay. So Taily is finished. And Taily turned out to be, I don't know. Okay, we got the brown, and then we got the darker blue and lighter blue, and then we got a silvery gray. Yeah, it's hard to get the color. Oh, there, I think we see the silvery gray a bit. You just took off your gloves, catching up. Planted 288 trees since I started the live stream. A little squishy tail out of the new yarn. It's definitely soft. I want to say it's softer than the cotton bamboo. Stuffing all my little things over there. Tail can hang out over here. You're going to pick some greens for not your bunnies. I want to continue. This is interesting. I should probably work more on the other bunny. Like the thing is, I mentioned it before that this is for birthday presents for 2 kids. And this one is actually for the the one that has the birthday coming up like in like a week and a half. And this has a birthday in the summer. So this is not like in a hurry. So this one is like the one I should be prioritizing because this one has to be like, yeah, like soonish. And those who wasn't here, I picked blue ice because it's the color of the kid receiving it has blue ice. And the other one will also have blue ice. So both of them will have blue ice. For their humans having blue ice. But these colors really are fun. I really do recommend trying these like variegated yarns for any little small mix, honestly. Because why not? Right? Airboats skim over because it goes so fast. Okay. I'm thinking we're not going to stay for too long. I have to get up early in the morning and do stuff. We have the garage clean out in the morning. So I will be prepping my coffee maker before I go to bed so that it only needs to be, flip a switch and then I have coffee. And also just like, probably have clothes prepped and ready to go out and deal with what needs to be done. I need to get up really early. So alarm clocks definitely is a thing tomorrow. So we can't stay up here all night. And we are past midnight. It's closer to 1 a.m. I have to get up at like 8, probably. And sleeping is good. 2, 4, 6. Oh, come on. Get in there. Why is always the first stitch a little bit of a bugger? You'd go on an airboat tour of the Everglades. That would be so cool. Yeah, as long as you're like in the boat and safe away from whatever is in the water, I guess it's good. But like crocodiles and big snakes, no thank you. Like from a distance, they're cool. We did have an accident at the zoo here a few years ago with I don't know if it was a crocodile or an alligator. I don't really know the difference, but there was one of them. I want to say crocodile. And this was like a private party. There was a bunch of people that had rented this space. It's like a tropical area of the zoo where they have like all these tropical animals. It's got like high humidity. So there's a bunch of spiders and snakes and that type of animals that likes to hang out in there. And someone was like standing to like just give a speech of some sort. And he got too close to the like, there was like a glass wall. And then there was this alligator crocodile thing in the cage, or like it wasn't closed. There was no top. Like it was just like a glass wall because they can't jump over it anyway. It was tall enough for that. But apparently this man leaned on it so that his arm was like a little bit inside. So he got bit and he lost his arm. They couldn't save it. But that was like a lot of things backlash after that. But then again, like, why would you put your arm in the enclosure where there's crocodiles or alligators? You should not do that. You got too close. You lost your arm. That's your fault. That is not the animal's fault. It just saw, oh, a snack, right? Not your bunny's got some fresh greens. You're going to go and sit and knit for a bit. Sounds like a good plan. And now we are working with the green. We do have a little bit of gray in the center, and then we got green. I wouldn't say that this yarn is splitty, but it does, the strands are a little bit looser than the cotton yarns. So if you're not used to it, then you might feel that it acts splitty. No, Spoon, finish the pink part of the pink purgatory. What color are we on now? Are we making a foot or an ear? Let's make a foot. We got a green foot. Halfway through gray. Is that the first mini one that you picked? Most hoverboards are banned from use in the most public waterways. Each mini skein makes 4 rows. So you figured out that, yes. Jessica! Are you home from work yet? How are you doing today? I got new yarn and I couldn't resist, so we're swatching and making a bunny out of the yarn. Oh. Second mini. First mini is a dark pink. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, the cotton yarns definitely, well, these ones, they are definitely good twisted strands. This is not a splitty yarn at all. But we have, can we get anything that looks like, do we see that it's less of a twist of the yarn? Is that even noticeable? Yeah, just a little bit, and it will like open up. Twist the other way, and it just opens up pretty easy. Bougie, Granny D in the house. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Tired of the storm last night? Oh, you didn't get any good sleep? Light pink, dark pink, gray, turquoise, and then a variegated, and then you don't have a plan. Are you just gonna put them all in a basket and pull one out, maybe? Well, I am doing good because I have new yarn. So I can't complain. We had to swatch the new yarn. So we're making a somebody, or at least parts of a somebody. Because I was too curious. And curiosity is not going to kill this cat today. So we had to start testing it. But yeah, I had not had the acacia yarns yet. And I got 3 of the acacia prints in different colors because I figured that might make some cute bunnies. But I think I'm going to do something else with these 2, the black and gray and / white. But yeah, the colors are, it's not looking good. I don't know. The lights, I need to figure out the lights. It looked so much better the other day. But green and black and white, I think this could be a fun combination. This one has a lot more going on with blues and greens and browns. So this is definitely more of a bunny fun yarn. And some more cake yarn and other yarns. Yeah, I did get some other yarns. They got new yarns in Hobbii. Totally new ones. And I had to get one of each. I got the seashell and I got the olive-in. Olive-in. Both of these have linen. Cotton linen and was it lyocell? No, viscose. Cotton, viscose, linen in the seashell, and it has a shine to it, but it's hand wash only. And this one is cotton linen, 50-50. And it has a little bit of a different color. So I had to get some of the new ones. I got one of each because I wanted to try to feel them. And I haven't played a lot with linen yarns in the past. So other than that, twister solids, a bunch of twister solids, and embroidery thread, and sparkly thread, glitter. We got some glitter. So a little haul, and then we made a tail, and now we're making a foot, and then I'm probably going to go to bed. I think that's the plan, so that I get some sleep. Granny, have you been out to your trailer yet? Or when you did say something about that you were going to do that soon-ish? Has that happened yet? Spoon's got Hobbii packages to open, yes. Are you going to do that like when I end? Are you going to go live so you can open some packages? Or would that be too early for you? Have you had coffee yet? Would it be stretching it to get you to open them now? So I can stay and watch what you open and then go to bed? Now I need to think. Am I supposed to do 1 or 2 stitches? Let's double check. And I don't have to think about it. 1. You're changing from tree planting mode to yarn mode. Okay. Well, I would love to see what you got in those Hobbii bags. So I would be happy if you showed me that sooner rather than later. But if I have to wait until tomorrow, then I'll do that. You went yesterday with your occupational therapist, and it's an absolute disaster. So you have to continue to wait until your daughters can come help with it. Oh no. Did it look like you had some new house guests that you were worried about that might happen? Did that happen? I really hope it hasn't. But we all know that is always a possibility. I apparently can't count. What did I miss? Where did I miss out? In the beginning. Of course it's in the beginning. I messed up the first stitch. Because why not? Not that I think one stitch more or less on a foot is going to make a difference, but I'd rather have them look the same. And of course, they're not going to look the same because they're all going to be in different colors, and all of that is not going to be noticed. Yeah, no. I could have just kept going and decreased elsewhere. Oh well. Could be worse. Could be worse. So we got a little teeny tiny bit of gray, and then we go to green and the tannish brown. Yeah, you have been keeping it up, Spoon. Nightbot is still gonna say the same thing because you have been very chatty. And I guess the competition hasn't been as fierce and trying to fight you over it. But we all know that the chattiest chatter definitely can change from one day to the next. So what is everyone doing tonight? What is the fun in the YouTubes coming later? Hopefully Spoon is going to open some Hobbii packages, and what else can we look forward to? Or does anyone have any other fun plans for the rest of the day? Oh, I checked Nightbot before going live today. So the only way you've lost your crown is if someone else has been chattier this time and have been able to like chat more than you have the last few, I don't know, this last week, whatever live streams I've done in the week. Yeah, others keep their hands busy working on their project and you instead keep procrastinating. Yes, you were talking to avoid pink purgatory. That's what you do. You keep talking so you don't have to go to the pink purgatory. I see what you're trying to do. You've been texting with hubby. You might have a place to live soon. Keep me updated, Rita. Keep me updated. You didn't sing long enough to investigate if there was any critters. Next time you get someone to go out there, you'd have them plug in your critter getter outer thingies that you're ordering from Amazon. Oh, I love that. The critter getter outer thingies. Yes. That is the perfect word for what they are. I totally agree. I'm kind of feeling like I would like to have a 2.75 hook, and I don't think I own a 2.75 hook. Or maybe I would try this yarn with a 3, but since we're stuffing it, I do like the stitches to be a little bit nice and tight. And I do have to downsize, no matter how I think, but I'm just curious. Since I did the whole thing with Swatchy with a smaller hook and the bigger hook. Yeah, Definitely need some testing here. Spoken like a true southerner. Critter, get her out of thingies. Yes, scream it to me on the phone. You do that. If anything, Nightbot has been calling me out for being a slacker. That's also true. Tank is not feeling good. No, you keep having things all the time. Can you have a good day? Like, please give Tank a good week at least. At some point. Not fair. Not fair at all. The green on this foot is making it look very planned in a way. It looks like, I guess, a hoof almost. Divergent Crafter. Hello, nice to see you. How are you doing today? You're knitting with cotton that you don't know the name, and it's so splitty. You're making Tröstemus? That is a comfort mouse. Comfort mousies. Mice. But see, it looks like it has a shoe. Or like a hoof. It kind of looks like it's planned in a way. I think it looks cute. Emotional support mouse. That's exactly what they are. That's a big thing in Sweden. It's like a little bit of a bunch of people making them and sending them to one lady that hands them out to I don't remember what it's the name on the group, but one you made now look like a pickle. You just got home, worked another 10 hours and fighting. I don't know how to pronounce that. You had one fly into your face yesterday. Cicadas. Is that what is that? Yes. You've been fighting cicadas. I heard my tummy rumble. Did we hear it? Don't know if we heard it. Every hospital has a different contact person that collects them, wash them, dry them, and make sure they're up to the standard. So it's not just one person anymore. Well, maybe it has become such a big thing now. Especially if it's like, yeah, for all the different cicada. Now I'm getting lectured on pronunciation. Thank you for that. I think, how would we say it here? Cicada, I think would be the Swedish pronunciation. Yeah, I think I pronounced it more like the Swedish pronunciation. Locusts. Ugh. Yeah, no. I'm not jealous that you're fighting them and that they're flying in your face or jumping or however they move around. Two types will merge on their unearthing. So it's going to be pestier. what are we getting now? We're getting back to the blue. Okay, so there's a rhyme or reason to the colors here, maybe, perhaps. It doesn't look like it when you look at it, like, on here. It looks like some of the colors are, well, it's not like looking like it's from one color to the other, to the other, to the other. If, you know, there's a little bit back and forth, but so far we have brown, dark blue, light blue, gray. And then we have, well, gray, green, brown, and then dark blue again. So maybe we're getting the brown and the dark blue and light blue, gray, green. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if that is actually what we have going. They fly, big screaming orange and black. Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun at all. Orange and black and big. At least it's not going to be like a big surprise. Because when they're big, they're loud, right? So you hear them coming a little bit. The other day, when I was out walking, I was just talking, and all of a sudden there was like a little teeny tiny fly that just decided to move into my mouth or like fly into it. You know, those teeny tiny ones, you never see them coming. They're so small. I hate when that happens. Mouth full of flies. Yeah. Ninja cicadas. Cicadas. So what I'm feeling with what I'm seeing on this leg so far, I did say it looked like a hoof, but not just a hoof. Now it looks like we have a pant leg. Do we see that? It looks like we have a hoof and a pant leg, or like a shoe and a pant leg. We will teach you by the end of summer. I bet there's a lot of things that you're going to be trying to teach me with pronunciations. Yeah, extra protein. No, not really. I was happy I had a water bottle in my hand so I could just like rinse it out. The southern US has enough bugs without the cicadas. A huge turkey buzzard just about hit your windshield. You had to pull over. A turkey buzzard? What is that? Like a turkey bird? You have wild running turkey birds? It scared the bejesus out of you. As big as your windshield. A vulture. Oh, okay, that I get. Yeah, no, that we don't want that in your windshield. No, no. At least you managed to stop and not hit it. We both know who would have not managed to do that. I know Spoon and Tank and Broccoli also knows who would not miss it and actually hit it. But yeah, we don't talk about that here. Vulture or condor? Yeah, condors they're like really the wingspan. That's ridiculously big. You had to slam your brakes. Oh, he was slow also, or yeah. Mm. So something I'm noticing with the blue is not solid dyed. There is some white on the inside, if you know what I mean. Like when you dye a yarn and it doesn't get through the core of the yarn. So when you actually like start moving it around and open it up, it's white on the inside. I'm seeing that with the blue. I haven't seen that in the other colors yet, but in the blue, I see that. Not mad about it. It adds to the flair of these like fun colored yarns. So I definitely have no problem with it. I don't see that. I don't see it in the same way on these ones, but we'll see if the green one is like that. But it does look like the colors are more saturated in a way. These, yeah, there it looks a little bit more. Yeah, I think they're a little bit different. There was an actual turkey sitting on the side of the road this morning. We have pheasants here. We have plenty of pheasants. Like I usually have a pheasant walking around in my backyard. Yeah, that's and they are not moving. Like they are just standing in the road and they're just like begging to get hit. Yeah, there's words that is used here that is not YouTube friendly, but we have nicknames for those birds that they are, they want to unalive themselves. So they are, that type of bird. Yeah. Just a little nickname for stupid birds. You have to get sunflower seeds for the crows. They've been chased off because they've been stealing your oranges. Are they plotting your demise? Who knows? Crows can be scary. Jungle crows bigger than North American crows. Jungle crows. That makes them sound even more scary. Murders of crows attacking people. Yeah, no, that. I don't think I would like to train a crow. Nope, I am staying away from that. So I'm still feeling the same little thing that I said here earlier about the way these colors are used. Green, brown, tan, dark blue, light blue. Brown, dark blue, light blue. So far it's consistent. Now we got the light blue. You've been tempted. You can make puzzles for them to solve. Yeah, like training monkeys. The bird stuck with you. All the birds scare you. They will bring you treasures, but you just have to fight them over the oranges. Yeah, that sounds like a fight and a half. There's a movie called The Birds. Don't think I've seen it. Oh, speaking of movies or series, whoever has Netflix, I really recommend Baby Reindeer. That one was yeah, so much better than I expected. So, just saying. Baby Reindeer is definitely something I recommend. The Birds. Is that an Alfred Hitchcock movie? That's his last name, right? You binge watched it? Yes. A Murderous. So I have seen that movie like a long, long time ago. I don't remember it. We watched it. I want to say I watched it when I was like in maybe ninth grade. Did we see it in school? I don't remember. But yeah, it's a long time ago, so I don't really remember it. I didn't think I was gonna like Baby Reindeer, but that one definitely, yeah, it had twists and turns I didn't see coming. Jessica, Tank has a secret. Don't know if Jessica's is lurking. I am expecting it, but she might be busy with things. And I want to know what Tank's secret is. Now Tank has me all curious. Ah, there. Yes, Jessica is here, so we get to hear Tank's secret. Rosie Posey is still in the scrap basket. You wasn't sure about the baby reindeer? Yep. Yeah, Jessica's here. What's the secret? Keep your eye on the mailbox. Something is going from Tank to Jessica. And I have apparently not been able to count what I'm supposed to be doing here. Because I have done a whole row more than I'm needed to do. Okay. What is going to end up at Jessica's? I am curious. But we won't know until Jessica gets it. Jessica needs to record a Happy Mail something something or do a little live Happy Mail opening. Yes. We need that. You don't have to send anything, but Jessica's not complaining. No. Happy Mail is Happy Mail. We have finished leg. Finished leg. That looks like it has a green shoe and a blue pant leg. Cliff? Hello, Cliff. How are you doing today? And then the tail is looking like this. So we have the beginning of a new bunny. Like I didn't have enough bunnies to make already. Yeah, I need to do this bunny. This is the bunny I need to finish. The one that only has one arm, one ear, and one tail. That's the one I should be focusing on, right? Because the one that I wasn't in a hurry to make just needs assembly. I have all the pieces because I couldn't resist. So we have one bunny in pieces. We got one bunny in 3 pieces, and now we have 2 more pieces of another bunny. Swatch all the bunnies. Yeah, but this one has a birthday girl in like a week and a half. Not that I'm not going to be able to make this in a week and a half. We're totally going to have it made. We're going to have all of these made in a week and a half. But I'm just like priorities, you know. Question is, should I spoil secrets? Should we spoil things? Swatch a lot. Startitis. So there is another bunny in the making. And that bunny has 4 legs. And that bunny looks like this. But it's a secret. So no one knows about this secret bunny. But that was enough of the secret bunny. Now it goes back into the drawer. And now I don't remember where I put the other secret bunny. Because there's another secret bunny. And that's the color of the other secret bunny. But that's all we get to see of the other secret bunny. The other secret bunny is actually somewhere. I don't remember where I put it. So that was, yeah. There was 2 secret bunnies. So that has also kept me busy. That there's, other bunnies being made. But yeah, there's plans for all the bunnies except this one. I have no idea what this bunny is going to end up like. It has no, it doesn't have a place to go at this point. So that's going to be interesting to see what if we find a home for this at some point. That might happen. So those are attached together. Those are attached together. That's attached together except the head, because the head doesn't have a tail to hide. Or like, yeah, so they get to go hang out there. I like that my little bowl over here is now full of like bunny body parts and the yarn. And the hook also lives in here, so I know what hook I'm using. So this is what it looks like over here. Every bunny needs some bunny sometime. Oh. Yeah, that might be the plan, Rita. But when that will happen, we don't know. We don't know. Oh, and if you weren't here in the beginning, you might have missed out on the other yarns. That looks like this. Stupid. Be quiet. Be quiet over there. Thank you. this is what we have. Well, and the yarn that we already started swatching though. Is that all the yarn I got? I did hide those and then I did get them back out. Was this all I ordered? I want to say this is all I ordered. Yeah. You're waiting for Temu to deliver your package with some knitting needles for mom. Awesome. But this is what we're going to be working on starting sometime maybe next week. Because yes, not before Sunday. I have too much other things to deal with. So all of this, this is one little cute project. That's not going to be so little. As you can clearly see, there's some yarn. So I said that Godzilla is going to be how big? Well, I don't really know. Just because I don't know like the how much. I think my yarn is a little bit thinner than what they used to make the pattern. But I think it's going to be really close. Yeah, it might be the size of a baby. Like a newborn. It might be like, I don't know how long the tail's going to be. But the challenge is, can I make it in 15 days or less? Spoon is getting ready to set up and open Happy Mail. Or no, not Happy Mail, Hobbii Mail. I don't need to end, but be ready. Yes. Well, we're going to go and hang out over there. I need to see that yarn and I need to wrap it up. We've been there for 2 hours. It's almost 2 o'clock. I will not get many hours of sleep. So, yeah. Temu packages. Yeah, I'm not going into the Temu things. I don't dare to. Juan made a dragon. That I have not seen Juan's dragon. But squishy yumminess. I have plenty of squishy yumminess. What is that hooker versus hooker? I've heard people talk about it. I have no idea what it is. Someone let me know what it is. Yes, get you a link or get me a link. You did see it and you're going to make something. Oh, that's the dragon. It's a Heidi Bear dragon pattern. I got this one because I didn't have any rainbow yarns. So I have no plans for this. It just ends up being pretty on my shelf. But we need to make more little cute eggs. You're going to go and take the pup to the lake. Yes, you go and do that. Cool the pup down. Mad Mimi's Crochet, is that the hooker versus hooker? And Jessica ordered Hobbii. It's for her birthday. She ordered some Hobbii as her birthday present for herself, which I totally understand. And I totally agree that for your birthday, you are allowed to buy a birthday present for yourself. And if she picks Hobbii, then I say good pick. You know, let's see my face for a few. Because we've looked at the yarn. So I want to say goodbye to you and look at you when I say goodbye, right? You say it's celebrating you won and got disability. Also, yes. You guys, I love hanging out with you, but I need to go to bed. But I also want to see what Spoon has in her package. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to say goodnight and we're going to say see you back here Sunday. Yes. I don't think we're going to see each other before Sunday. Other than in chats. I will be in chats, most likely. Somewhere at some point. You know. So I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we see each other soon in the YouTubes. Yeah. Spoon, do you still hear me? Type Sweden in the chats and drop your link and we can go and hang out over there. Or someone can drop Spoon's link if they're fast. But yeah, love you guys. Mwah.